Hey everybody, so Donnell with donnellsstichery here, and as you guys can see, I got Fallon on with me today from Soviet Quilts.
Hi,
Before I say
everyone.
hi to everybody, I'm going to let Fallon introduce herself and talk a little bit about her channel, and excuse Quasar, he's already obnoxious today.
Hi, everyone. So I'm Fallon. My channel is Soviet Quilts, and I like to quilt. I do a lot of quilting on my channel, different things. And it was my fault that we were hopping on in like the nick of time because everything was going wrong for me tech-wise. So I apologize.
It is all good. Hey, there's no such thing as late in YouTube world. So in the chat, we have Michelle's Crafts and More, and then we have Vicky Rumsey. Hello to both of you. And then we have Melanie Taylor and let's see here, Giovanna. And Vicky, no worries. My fingers are always hitting the wrong keys as well. Half the time I go to put in love and it says live. I'm
That's
like,
what
that is
happened to
not
me.
what I
I was
meant.
putting in the wrong password because my fingers were touching 8 buttons at a time.
And if you guys see me rubbing my eyes a lot today, it is because my eyes are being super watery this morning.
Allergies, mine have been so bad.
I think it's the weather constantly changing because up here in Michigan, it's like one day we'll have 50s and 60s, next day we'll have 20s and 30s. I walked out Saturday yesterday morning. It was sunny and beautiful. I walked out for lunch. It was hailing snow. And then by yesterday evening, it was windy and chilly. I'm like, can you please make up your mind?
That's kind of similar to here. In the morning, it's nice and low. It's perfect for my walk, and then later in the day, it's hot.
You were already quilting that?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I watched that tutorial yesterday. That is so gorgeous. And I love those giraffes.
Oh, I know the giraffes are so cute. It's funny. This morning, because my husband was like, "Oh, you can hand quilt more." Donnell was saying you could work on that some more, and so I got that out. And then I was like, "Oh, I really need to finish this project though," and I took this other one out for Open Gate. And then I was like, "No, I really want to get this quilted." So I went through 3 different projects this morning that I was like, "I
You
want to
don't
work
want it
on
to
it."
get lost into the world of whips.
I know.
See, and then we had Tessa House, and let's see here, and try to make sure I say hi to everybody.
Thank
Mary
you, Donna.
G, Laura Stop, Teresa Lynch, and handmade by Ying with Donna. Hey, Donna, thank you for coming in, hon. Samantha Savage, Joydy, hey. Hey, so Becca. And so Debbie, Tracy Hartwig, Charlotte DeBrosh, Kay Cornwell. Oh my goodness, more and more and more.
I forgot, since I was running late, I wanted to drop the link to this in my Facebook group. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Sorry, everyone.
Oh, you are fine. And anybody in here that has a channel that would like to promote your channel, it is exclamation selfie. That's S as in Sam, ELF as in Frank, IE, and that'll drop your channel link. And this morning, just let everybody know, Mama Jean from Jean Captain Stitches won't be in this morning to help moderate. So let me know if you need any links, and I'll do what I can to get them all in here for you. And as you can see, hey, TME Siberian Wind. As you can see, I am working on putting this here together. This is going to be the first one of the quilts for the Ronald McDonald House in honor or in the name of Harper Strong. So I'm working on putting this in here together. Right now, I just got them lined up in rows of the first like 5 rows I could get going. Awesome. Thank you. Donna, do you mind if I make, hey, maybe you and Donna, do you mind if I make you a moderator to help me out today? If you're not able to, that's completely fine too. So
Donna, I sent you a few things, and you may have another project you have to work on.
Awesome. Thanks, Donna.
Donna's so sweet. She's
She
so
is. She's
helpful.
amazing. I just got to go to my YouTube thingy. So actually, you know what? I could probably do it right from my phone. Trying to remember how to do it and everything during a chat because I've never actually done it during a chat before. I know there's a way to do it, so.
My husband is really good with all the behind the scenes stuff on there, but I was at a
Okay,
loss
there we go.
struggling.
All right, cool. Got you in there, Donna. Thank you so much, hon. So with Debbie, I am not for sure which block it was. I've been receiving several packages, and I'm actually going to show them off a little bit right now and everything. So as you can see, you see like these little cute little ones right here.
Those are so cute.
Yeah.
Did you find that fabric?
So Michelle's Crafts and More actually sent me those, as well as a bunch of like adorable teddy bear ones. And
oh my goodness, those are so cute.
yes, so I'm working on doing those up.
Those are perfect for kids' quilts.
And then I received a couple of these, Raggedy
that's cute.
Right?
I remember those dolls.
I know. They're so, oh my gosh, I love them. And then we have some of these. And just several different like puppy doggy ones.
Oh, that's adorable.
Right. And this one here, I swear, but the dogs remind me of like Dr. Seuss.
Oh yeah.
We got a couple of those. And then this in here is adorable.
So how many are you planning to make? How many of these quilts?
My goal is to hit 10 quilts, and then after that, after the 10, then we will be then Debbie from Quilt Fact will be doing the rest. Okay. She doesn't want me doing more than 10 because she doesn't want me overdoing myself with everything else I got going on plus working full time. So can't blame her there.
Yeah. I don't know how like making 10 is even a big goal. So
yeah. She's like, well, how many can you do? I'm like, oh, I can easily do 10.
And they look big. How big are they?
I'm figuring about 42 by 42 roughly.
Okay.
So right now this is like 7 blocks across, which is slightly under 42. It's about 40. Round about 39, 40, something like that once I get them sewn. And then there's going to be about 6 or 7 rows.
Okay.
So right now what you're seeing is like 5 rows. So I'm probably going to do like 1 or 2 more rows down the bottom. And then Michelle's Crafts and More also sent this gorgeous, gorgeous fabric.
Oh, that is pretty.
I know. She sent it for backing for it. I'm like, it's so pretty.
I know, you almost want to keep it.
Let's see. Yep, we figured about 72 blocks per quilt. And but to be like on a 6 across, 7 down. But I'm measuring as I go just to make sure. So
Donna, if you're looking for flimsies, I know a gal who has a few. So I can send you some pictures and you can pick some if you want.
And then in Quilt Fact, Debbie, I believe it is, sent me this gorgeous fabric here to use for backing for some of them.
That's really pretty. I like the
Yeah.
color.
I know, it's like a bright red with a bunch of beautiful bright colors to it that says build, saw, hammer, wood, work, the nasty W word, work. And then I received some olive green type
Oh,
of
that's
color
pretty.
of fabric to use for backing, binding, whatever I need. And then I received some blocks. I think I may have shown these last time. It's like the car ones. We got NASCAR. We have monkeys.
Oh, that is so cute. Is that
It
Minky
reminds me
on
of
the
monkeys jumping on the bed.
Is that Minky on the corner of the monkeys?
It's like a blue star cotton. It's like really
Oh,
soft
I thought it
cotton.
was those bumps, like the mink when I first saw it, like the bumps that are on Minky, and I was like, oh my goodness.
Then we got this gorgeous orange tropical ones. And then we got Pooh Bear.
No.
And then we got this gorgeous, one block of this gorgeous fish.
That's really pretty.
Yeah. And that was from Pat's Arbuckle. I'm not for sure if I'm saying the last name correctly. If not, I'm so sorry. And then I got a package here of batting that was sent to me, a warm and natural batting, but there was no name on the package, so I'm not for sure who it was because it's delivered through Amazon.
That was nice of someone.
Yeah, I got my because I do the informed tracking of the mail where it gets emailed to me on a daily basis. And I have and it has told me that I got a couple more packages coming between today and Monday. So I'm like, I gotta get busy.
The batting is such a hidden cost in quilting. Like, you don't think about it as much, but it really adds up with that and the backing fabric.
Yes. So now I'm gonna pull this top row off to get it sewn together. So I figure I'm gonna start with the ones I did up first. Just because I already kind of figure I know what the layout is. I want to get at least this one completed so that way there then I can start on the teddy bear ones. So what is everybody else working on this morning? Vicky Ranty, yes, that is completely fine. We got puppy doggies, so it'll work out great because then I can be able to add it with the puppy doggies and be a cat and dog blanket. Design type of blanket. And I actually had most of these sewn together yesterday, and then I had to take them apart because I didn't like the orientation.
Oh no.
Too many similar colors were touching each other. I'm like, no, no, no.
Donna, hopefully you feel that way. Hopefully you feel that way. Don't feel pressured. You can always tell me no. Debbie, I was out of coffee this morning. I was thinking about texting my daughter to see if she would go get me something.
That is like illegal.
I had some tea, but it's not quite doing the same trick.
Quasar.
To be fair, it's just really hot. I have tea. I have coffee that I could brew, but I've been drinking like a cold brew because I don't like having hot coffee this time of year. I like iced, so
Oh,
I was
okay.
out of that. I could have made some and waited for it to cool down a little and put it on ice. I just didn't want to.
And see, my coffee maker, I got the Ninja coffee maker, and it actually has an option for doing a cold brew.
Oh, that's fancy.
Yeah, my husband and son, as well as myself, were all really big into coffee. So we invested in the Ninja coffee maker that does it. So
I need to get something like that so I'm never without.
let's see. Good morning, Andrea. Wow, looks like a lot of people were without power based on the chat. Giovanna says that she puts double bags in her tea.
I do that sometimes, especially when I'm making a chai. Love chai. Well, thank you, Andrea. I think this one really pops because of the giraffes. The giraffes are so cute. It was the perfect fabric for this. They fit in the diamonds really well.
Then plus they give like the eye a point of interest.
Yeah, because they're the lightest fabric on here and they just really pop out. I'm really hoping I can find somebody who may want this for a baby coming up because it's so cute.
You can always find someone that wants a baby quilt. Hey, Megan, how are you doing, hon? So if anyone is not familiar and everything, Bubble Buddies with or by Megan is my niece. And she makes adorable little yarn animals or babies or whatever you want pretty much.
Oh, that's cute.
Yep. So since we're beekeepers, we got the honeybee one from her.
That's really cute.
And then I asked her for an ocelotl because I think ocelotls are just super adorable. And so she made me one. She
That's
actually made
cute.
two of them for me, this pink one, and then I also got a purple one.
My grandfather was a beekeeper, so I love all bee things too.
Oh yes. I've never really was all that big into it until my husband decided him and our oldest son wanted to do it. I'm like, okay. I'll make sure I pick out flowers for the garden and everything that would be beneficial to them that they love. And now I'm like, okay, now I'm loving the honey. I use the wax to make lip balms, which is also good for thread conditioning for anyone that likes to do hand sewing.
It's a lot more work than you would think, though. My grandfather did it like that was his job, so he had a ton, and he would travel. He had property in North Dakota, California, and Florida, and here in Texas. And he would travel around with his bees to get, different flavors of honey, like orange blossom in Florida, and clover, and all different kinds of stuff.
Oh, wow. Hey, Megan. So Michelle's Crafts Words asking you, honey, if you can make a manatee. She said that is her spirit animal because I look like a floaty potato. Girl, no, you don't.
Manatees are so fun to watch.
No worries, Donna. Thank you so much for helping out with the moderating this morning. She said she's heading back over to the long arm, but she'll be listening.
We got to distract her now and just call her name every now and then.
Like, oh, Donna, look. Oh, Donna, look.
We wouldn't do that to you, Donna.
No, never. Not us. Not sweet, innocent us.
So I saw your birthday's coming up. I saw your video saying you're doing a birthday bash too.
Yes, this Wednesday I'm doing a birthday bash on my channel from like 12 p.m. until 2 p.m. I will be a
so
whole
you must have been able to get your birthday off.
I actually requested for it off because I'm like, I don't want to work on my birthday.
Yeah.
I'm like, work is very stressful and I don't want to do that. I don't want my birthday to be stressful. I want it to be happy and full of sewing.
Yeah, definitely.
Have a good day, Debbie. Thank you for coming in. Hi, Letitia. So Michelle, I would give you her email or contact information so that way there you can coordinate that with her. Because I have you in my chat already, so I will give you her information so that way there you can coordinate that with her and everything on the manatee. Because I see that she said that she could.
So does your niece show how to make things on YouTube as well, or does she mainly sell on like Etsy or craft shows? Or
Well, she just started making them to sell a few weeks ago. She does already have a huge stock of items to sell.
Okay.
On Etsy, she just opened up her Etsy shop, and I've been helping and guiding her with that and everything on getting stuff set up and certain things, aspects of that. And I did talk her into starting a YouTube channel. I don't think she's gotten anything posted on there yet.
Okay.
But I don't know if she's going to do recorded videos or live videos or she's just going to use it to show like the items that she has or whatnot. So I think that's all still something that she's still trying to figure out on what she wants to do and what she has time for, because they also have like essentially farm animals. They have pigs, goats, chickens, and I can't remember what else. I'm sure there's more stuff, but I can't remember. That's all out there at their house and everything, and they're actually here in Michigan too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
does she live in the same area
I
as
believe
you?
it's yeah, they're up in like Ira, Michigan, which is about 20 to 30 minutes north of me.
You're flying through those rows.
Girl, once I get going, it's hard to stop.
I know. I'll probably have this quilted on here. I'm going to be so excited because I really want to wash it and get this stiff starch out, because it's like, I know it'll feel cozy after I finally wash it.
Yeah, I hear people talk about starch. I've never actually used it before. I think it's scary. I think my problem is the fact that it scares me.
Yeah, I don't use it all the time. I don't like the way it feels. Like, it's like with batiks. I don't like the way batiks feel. So there's some patterns like this one you really want to, if you want everything to line up straight, because of all the bias edges on the triangles and the diamonds. So
yeah, I'm usually just like, okay, I'm like, I'll just make it bigger so that way that I can trim down if I
trim it.
Like sometimes a little stretch is good.
Yeah, and some people can handle them without. So I think I sew so fast that I need to, but some people, they don't need to. They can do those bias like no problem. So
Yeah,
you
I don't
know,
really have too much of a problem with bias. I actually kind of enjoy the bias because it gives a little extra where needed. And as long as I know I'm working on the bias, then I know to be extra careful.
yeah.
Ooh, Michelle. Did you see what Megan said? She actually said that she is actually getting the pattern right now.
Ooh.
Told you my niece is good at what she does. I think she takes after her auntie. Nah, she inherited from her grandmother. My husband's mom is like extremely crafty as well, so.
So do you do any other crafts, or do you just stick to sewing?
No, I do a bunch of different crafts. I do. Hey, hey, Raj, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. So I actually do bowl cozies, scrunchies, fuzzy sock kittens, which I actually have some over here somewhere. Oh, there they are. Sometimes, because I opened up, or I got me a booth at a lady that's local to me that has a craft store. She loves doing crafts, and so she opened up her own store. And I set up a booth up there. So I have been making some of my fuzzy sock kittens.
Oh, those are so cute.
Yep, and I hand embroider the face on so that way that there's no risk of any choking issues for babies or little ones or animals or anything like that. So
Yeah.
with any buttons and all, because I bought safety eyes, found like there was really no good way of attaching that.
Judy, I do have a quilt loaded on my long arm that I'm working on. It's a larger quilt, but for these like smaller ones, I love the look of straight line quilting. So I'll probably still use this one a lot for quilting as well. Just for getting my larger quilts done, it's going to save my shoulders and everything else. Finally breaking down and getting that.
Oh, and I must say, Fallon, I'm totally in love with the paper piecing ruler.
Oh, good.
I used it last weekend on my live on Sunday, and oh my gosh, it was so wonderful. I didn't have to worry about nothing slipping and sliding. And I love the fact that you guys put that little 1/4 inch line on there because it makes it so much easier. I don't have to use an extra ruler or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, that was all Donna's idea. That was what she was
I
looking for,
don't know where
something
she
like
keeps
that.
coming up with all these ideas at, but they're amazing and I love them.
Oof, I can't believe how fast you're going through those rows. I get them all mixed up.
That's
Especially
why I
when
spent this morning setting them out up here so I could try and keep it straight. I'm like, there was a method to my madness, okay? Let's see here. Megan says she takes after her aunt and her grandma. Love you, darling. Yeah, my husband and her dad both were the first two orders that she actually had for her channel. I mean, from her Etsy store. And then I ordered the two axolotls and told her, I'm like, listen, because she has like a bunch of ones that she had made that she wants to get sold. So I'm like, if you want them out of your stock, so that way that you can focus on the newer items, I'm like, then mark them for a little bit cheaper, but still where you're making at least a little something off of it.
Yeah.
Like as like a clearance section or whatnot. Like, and then that way there you can have room for your other ones.
I feel a little bit sad sewing through these giraffes, quilting this.
Caging them. So what all you got fun and exciting coming up?
Oh, I honestly don't know. I had a whole bunch of things that I needed to get done. And so now I'm like, okay, I need to get back to the drawing board on my list of projects that I want to do and plan things out. Because this is one that took me a while to get the pattern written up, all the graphics for it. So it was a big one. I want to finish up my flying geese quilt. I don't know if you remember that one. That was from a layer cake.
Yeah, I seen that. I've actually been thinking about trying out that pattern.
Yeah, that one I was still trying to decide if I wanted to put a border around it and what I want to do. So I think that might be one of my next upcoming videos. Is I think I have an idea for the border now. So I'll probably just show that in a video and work on getting some of my stuff done.
Teresa West wants to know, what color of thread are you quilting with?
Gray. I always use gray. I like gray because I feel like it blends in with with whatever I have. Huh?
That blends in with pretty much anything.
Yeah, I almost always use this same gray. I always forget what it's called. A lot of people use it. I can't remember the name of it. Let me see. It might still have the I can't see it in there. I think it's 2600 is the key code for this one. My husband would remember the name of it if he was up here because he's good with names, but it's a light gray, and I pretty much always go to this one if I can't decide on the color. If I had already had a shade of pink close to the one in the giraffe here, I probably would have used that, but I wanted to get this done, so I didn't want to wait to buy some thread.
Yeah. I know sometimes it's just so hard to wait.
Yeah, I really get hung up on trying to figure out a thread color to quilt my quilts with. I usually don't go with anything fun. It's usually always yes, it's dove gray. I knew if somebody put it in, I would recognize it. But I almost always use, like, if the quilt is really, really dark and I don't want thread color to show up a lot, I'll use a black because I usually have some. If there's no gray in the quilt at all, then I'll probably use a white or a cream. So I usually only have 4 thread colors that I have. Aside from the small spools I get from the Open Gate quilt box.
Yeah, I have almost every color known to mankind. I love color, so I just buy color of everything. I'm like, I might need this one day. Janet, so the snowball corners are 2.5 inch. That's 2.5. And sorry if anyone's having trouble hearing me. Quasar's going crazy right now. I know most people tell me it's no big deal or that he doesn't come through very loudly, but sometimes he gets very loud over here.
Charlotte, I am loving this Juki. I did not think, I thought, I knew I would like it because I like the other one that I have, but I didn't think there would be that much of a difference between them. But this one sews really, really well over the bulky seams. The other one does too, but sometimes depending on if I haven't pressed really well, and it's really bulky, the stitches will change in size. But on this one, I've never noticed them changing in size at bulky seams. So it takes care of them really nicely.
Now, since I have everybody in here right now, would you guys rather I try and work on these charity quilts tomorrow or during my live stream, or would you rather I continue working on Motown, my legit kit lion? Quasar. Want to time out? And for anybody that's curious, time out for my bird means I cover him up for a few moments. I've had someone ask me before, how do you put a bird into timeout? Obviously not by sending to his room. Yeah, Michelle, that was my thought too, was that there's a lot of them to do. And I'm starting to get stuff in now where I can be able to work on them and get them completed. So and sorry, everybody has to keep looking at my booty every few minutes.
Teresa might be right. She said that he wants camera time.
He does. He does not like not being the center of attention. He is such a camera hog. I keep trying to remind him that this is not his channel. This is mine. He has to go make his own.
Hi, So Terry.
Hey, So Terry, how are you doing, love?
Is the line you're working on, it's one of the legit kit ones, correct?
Yes, it's one of the legit kit ones. Donna over at Handmade by Ying had actually challenged a bunch of content creators to do the lion. I was not part of the challenge, but I challenged myself by doing a Detroit Lion style. And did not realize how much work that was going to be and everything. And so I took on a very large job myself, and which has taken forever, but he's going to come out looking gorgeous when I get him done.
I have a paper piece lion that I started over a year ago for my son that I wanted to do like for a Christmas gift, and it was a lot more work than I thought it would be. But I picked out, like you did, like the Detroit Lions colors, and it wasn't the legit kit line. It's a different like paper pieced pattern, but they are a lot of work.
They are. So Since we're talking about legit kits here, how's that road coming along?
Oh my goodness. I still only have one page done. It's 4 pages that I need to finish. I only have one done, but I have a couple. I'm almost done with all the pieces for a second page, but it's going to probably take me all year. I have discovered that foundation paper piecing is definitely not my first love when it comes to quilting. I love
Yes,
the way
but
they
you
look.
gotta,
I love the way they turn out, but I can't. I don't know.
yeah, but you gotta try it in order to know whether you like it or not. So
Yeah, and you
that's
know
the
what?
important
I
part.
think when I
You push
finish
the
it and
once you
see
tried
it
it.
done, I'm gonna feel different. I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, I get it now. This was fun, but like when you're not really seeing how it turns out, it's hard.
Yeah. Like I'm
Because with
starting to see some
traditional
of the,
piece,
I'm
you
starting
can
to
get a
see
block
the,
and see it. Sorry.
no, I was gonna say that I'm starting to see like his mane come together now, and I'm getting all
Right.
excited.
Yeah. I think that's how I'll feel too. Because with traditional piecing, you can get a block done pretty quickly and see how the quilt's going to turn out. But with that, you're just like these small segments don't really make sense at first.
Yeah, it just seems like never ending work.
Yeah, so Terry, I think I'm going to feel different when I get that rose done. Like I have 2 foundation paper piece projects that I need to finish, and both of them are just a mess of little segments of it pretty much. So I think I'll feel different if I see mine completely done.
And you'll get there in your own time. So
Oh, hi Mom and Pop.
hey, Lori Lynn. Let's see. Fallon, what are the sizes of your square rulers?
So for our square rulers, our trim locks, we have 2-inch up to 6.5-inch and 1/2-inch intervals. So like 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5. And then we don't really go larger than the 6.5 because you can't turn them as easy. They get really heavy since they're 1/4-inch thick. We do have a 9.5-inch that was designed for one of my patterns that goes with one of our flying geese rulers, but you really won't be able to turn it as smoothly as our other ones. Just keep that in mind if you're looking for one that size. In that video, the Dancing Stars quilt, I show that ruler, the 9.5-inch, and you see I'm using a rotating mat when I use that one.
Yeah, man, when I was making all these 6.5-inch snowball blocks, all I kept thinking is I should have bought Fallon's 6.5-inch ruler.
I know sometimes when I'm trimming stuff down, it's very rare because I don't really like 1/4-inch size blocks and 1/8 inch and all that. But sometimes you'll get a pattern you really want to do that has those. And I'll either size them up and just trim it down because I hate cutting those. But
Yes.
some of them you have to use the size they say. And I'm always thinking, maybe I'll just have my husband cut me a different ruler for this one real quick.
Before you know it, you're going to have every ruler known to mankind size.
It just makes it so much easier to turn it. I mean, you can cut them any other way, like with any ruler you have, but you just get spoiled.
So Giovanna is asking, how much is the 2-inch ruler?
I think they're either $12.99 or $13.99. We changed the price when we changed because we have somebody changing our website. Let me look real quick. Hi, Amy.
Amy!
You can probably tell my husband keeps this end of stuff is his department. So they're $13.99.
I need to make a website. I just haven't done so. I've been lazy.
Oh my, it's so much work. We did
I believe it.
we did ours ourselves, and my husband spent so much time on it. But then now we have somebody working on it for us because there's just some things we don't know how to do. So,
Well, then plus once you get to a point of getting so many cells and everything, it's hard to keep track of everything.
yeah.
Yeah, as far as my birthday bash goes, I know I did send you an invite for it, but if you're not able to make it, then I completely understand because it's like during the week and
Yeah, I'll try to. I usually don't know what I'm doing each day till it gets there, but I'll try to because if it's an open invite and we can hop on whenever, I can
yeah,
always
it's gonna
hop
be
on.
from 12 to 2, and it's just whenever, if you're able to make it, whenever you can during that time frame. You don't have to come right at 12. You don't have to stay till 2. It's just come and go as you want.
Amy, isn't that snowball quilt so cute? I love those little animals on there too. They're just darling. Such cute fabric.
Michelle Crafts and Moritron sent me this, and I'm like, okay, there's only a few of them, and I had no idea what I was going to do with them. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I'm doing pastel colors. I'm like, that works out perfectly. Yeah, Megan, your Uncle Tommy has so much going on that I don't think he has time for that. And he may shoot me if I ask him. I'm crib size, Leanna. Which one reason I love doing these and everything is because I'm doing crib size blankets essentially. So they're coming together quick and easy. So, and the snowball blocks are so easy and quick to make. I'm like, shoot, I should have this one probably quilted and bound later on.
That's what's nice about the, baby or crib size quilts. They can come together really fast.
Yeah.
Is that the size Donna's looking for? Is like a crib or baby size?
I believe so. When I asked, that was the size I was told to do them as. So
Okay.
I know that they take donations of all sizes. I just don't know what other sizes that anyone else may be doing, or because I know she's also asking for a donation one on her channel as well. It's just I know that the crib size is the size that the renegades over in Quilt Factor are doing. So I'm pulling a Jenny Doan over here of forcing my scenes to go the direction I want. Because they're not wanting to play nice.
So Terry, that's funny.
What? I missed
She
it.
said that I missed her comment above, but she said that she bought a FPP ruler from Soviet Quilts that will help you with FPP. She's picking at me.
Yeah, that's a great place to check out and everything. You should really check them out, Fallon.
I know.
I'm still trying to get myself to braid done and buy that one panel. The one with like the mountain scenery and all.
Oh.
I just love the peacefulness of those colors of the fabric and the look of it and everything. I'm like, but I really don't need any more
Any more?
fabric.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the quilts I want to get quilted this year too, so I can have it out this winter, is the one that I made using that panel.
Now, question: how in the world did? Okay, tell her it's in the mailbox, honey. Sorry, my mom's here to pick up something, so. Like, she told me to put it in the mailbox.
So for me with FPP, the hard thing for me is my brain doesn't like wrap around how everything is reversed on the papers. So when I'm sewing it together, it plays with my mind trying to figure out if I have it the right way. And I really struggle with that one.
Yeah, I had trouble with that at the beginning as well. What I found that worked for me was doing looking at it as I'm putting the back of the paper up against the back of the fabric. And then when I put the next piece of fabric over, I'm putting the two pretty sides of the fabric together.
Yeah.
That was the only way I'm able to keep my orientation of it correct.
So I use the gloves when I'm quilting. I also use them when I'm binding because they have grips on them, so they hold the fabric and I can help guide it through much more smoothly, I feel like, when I'm quilting and binding.
Okay, Laura Lynn says that the kitchen rubber gloves have the same effect as well. Hey, time to do it the last 2 rows now.
Oh, that's really smart. So Terry.
And what was
She said that she'll usually print a mirror image of the picture so that she can refer to it when she's putting it together.
Oh, okay. Have a wonderful day, Amy.
Bye, Amy. Yeah, these are like hardware store gloves. I feel like they come in so many more sizes than quilting gloves do, like marketed as quilting gloves. And so I was able to try them on at the hardware store and get a pair that fit me the way I felt was comfortable.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that they also use gardening gloves as well.
Yeah, I think it was Giovanna said that she uses some gardening gloves.
I personally don't use any gloves because I feel like a dog in booties whenever I got gloves on trying to do something. For lack of better for lack of better terminology.
Yeah, I bought some quilting gloves and then I had some sent to me in a subscription box I had. So I have two different ones and I never liked those, but these have been comfortable for me for using. But I used to never use them and then I don't know. I know some people say they like it better without them, that they feel like they can feel everything better when sewing or quilting and all that, but it definitely makes a difference for me getting my lines straighter and having more control with these. So this is Dove Gray. If you're asking me, I'm not sure if you're asking me or Donnell what thread. And I think the orange, is the orange 40? I can't ever remember what weight it is. The orange Orifil.
I have no idea. I use whatever I can get my hands on. I don't use a certain brand or anything. As long as it's
I
cotton,
can't
that's all
remember
I
what
care
the
about.
orange. Somebody will know what the orange is. But it's Dove Gray, and I think it's 40 weight. I always look for the orange spool to know which one I like. I like that, but it does make me lazy with it that Orifil does their weights by color. Because then I don't have to remember all the numbers.
That is true.
Yeah, they're saying 40, so
Okay.
I thought so.
Now, I'm not as picky on mine or anything. Just because of the fact that my machine is not picky. So.
So this one hasn't been picky, but my 2010 was really picky.
Now, which one is that one?
This one is the 18, the QVP.
Oh, okay.
I bought some glide thread for quilting because a lot of people were talking about how beautiful it looks for quilting, and it would not on the 2010. The glide would not work.
I had the HCL F600 and I've not tried the glide on it or anything. I usually buy like the large spools.
Yeah.
And use my thread base beside of it. So
yeah, the glide 40 weight is so pretty. I think is it glide that is it technically marketed as a embroidery thread?
I think so. I could be wrong, but I think so.
Oh, orange is 50. Oh, okay. Oops. The green is 40.
If this Grace, are you being obnoxious? Give me a bad bird. I'm just finishing up this last row and then we can call it quits from here. Did I tell you until 11 or 12? I can't remember which. Hey, Fallon, did I tell you until 11 or 12?
I am actually not sure because my husband gets all those emails. I need to get you my my personal email, so it goes right to me for when we're setting these things up. But
Yeah, because all I have is the Soviet quilt one. So
yeah. But I'm fine with whatever. I know you said your mother was over, so if you need to.
no, she actually just stopped by to pick up something.
Okay.
I don't know why she knocked on the door because she told me to put it in the mailbox, which is what I did. But my mama is silly sometimes, so. Yeah, they're having their front porch of their trailer all restained and everything and finished and all today. So so they had to go stay in a hotel room for tonight
Oh no.
because their front porch is the only way in and out of their house and they got a dog.
Oh yeah, that won't work.
Yeah. And she made homemade pierogi, so she was actually coming by to pick up the money because I ordered a dozen from her. Because I love pierogies.
So my local quilt shop sells Glide thread, but I've also seen it on Amazon.
I'll say I know Amazon sells it.
Yeah. You can get almost everything on there now.
Yep.
I like to, when I can, get it at the quilt shop though, because I feel like the colors are much easier to really see what they are in person, because some of them don't look the same when I get them. But once you know
plus ordering from the local quilt shop also helps keep them open.
Yeah. Some of them that I buy a lot, you know, this dove, I'll get it wherever I get the best price because I go through it so fast. But a new color, I try to definitely see it in person if I can.
What is what, Giovanna? I'm confused.
Maybe pierogi.
Oh, pierogies? It is like a breading that is folded over on top of whatever ingredients you want to put on the inside that then you can cook and eat. So like my mom does like potato, cheese, onion, bacon inside of hers that she sells.
They almost are like a ravioli type, but there's usually like potato in it.
That's probably the best way to describe it. They're like a ravioli. And you can put whatever ingredients you want inside of it. Like she used to do kraut and sausage in it. She's done spinach and feta, which is really good, by the way. Now she's just doing just the potato, onion, bacon bits, and cheese. And so just doing so many different ones was just becoming too much of a hassle for her.
They were really popular around there. I can't find them here, but around there where we lived in Michigan, we would get them a lot. They're so good. Aren't they often served with like either applesauce or sour cream or something?
Yeah, I mean, she sells them for like $20 a dozen, and they sell like hotcakes. She has trouble keeping them in stock. Hey, Mama Jean, you made it.
Hi, Jean.
Okay, Jean says speaking of the paper piecing ruler fun, I used it to cut all my 2.5 inch strips for a pattern just the other day, so it has multiple uses. Awesome rulers.
Oh, awesome. I have not used that one much yet, since that was one like Donna had asked for, but I do love that so many people are loving that ruler that she had asked for.
Yeah, that ruler is amazing, especially since I lost my attic quarter.
No. That
Yeah.
one's so small. I can see how it's easy to slip back behind something.
Well, I had 3 legit kit projects going all at the same time. Well, technically 2 because I've not started the iris. I've been receiving it. I've not started it because I'm like, I'm not starting that one until I have these others done. Because I got the lion and I got the vortex.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm like, I'm not doing it until after I get the other ones taken care of.
Yeah.
But since I was like, okay, so since I lost my attic quarter ruler, I was just using just a normal ruler for trimming, and my stuff would slide all over the place. My hand would slide. It was aggravating. And then I got that ruler. I'm like, I'm like, no more fights. So does Matt watch the Tigers game at all or no?
My son has been, but my husband hasn't been watching them. No, I guess they've been doing pretty well in some of the games. He said that they've won a few.
Yeah, yesterday was their official opening day. And I'm not going to tell what happened just in case anybody has not watched it. I don't want to ruin it for anybody, so.
Oh, I'm so glad, Donna. Yeah. I think you got a dragonfly on your clapper, right? I think that's what I remember packing up.
Andrea, yes, I cannot wait to play with your pattern, and I'm actually going to do that one offline at first because I don't want to take the chance of giving out any of your information on it. Or I might do it on my channel. I don't know. Right now I'm busy on my channel with doing the security quilts that I don't want to take away from that.
But you can still show it to us.
Huh?
But you can still show it to us either way, even if you don't work on it on your channel.
Oh, definitely. And I'll probably have it hanging up behind me during my lives or something like that. I won't be working on it on my channel, but I'll have the progression of it and everything hanging up behind me. I think that'd probably be my best route just because of the fact that way I can use my Saturday live streams for right now for doing the charity quilts.
Right.
Because until I get all 10 of the charity quotes done up, then I'm going to keep my live streams my Saturday live streams designated to that. Let's help keep me held accountable. Andrea says she has several patterns in the works that she's working on making to sell, so that way there she can afford to buy your rulers. Yeah, I'm waiting for her to put out a gnome one. I will definitely be buying that one. Because she's already gave me a little teaser that she was working on a gnome one.
Oh, Andrea is?
Yes, and I love gnomes. Sherry told me she's working on I believe it was a pixelated gnome.
So I do not love gnomes. That was the one box I let Monique know when she sent that one. It was like last year, I think it was all gnomes. And I still did the project, and it was actually pretty cute. But I should send you my book that came in that one. That's a whole bunch of gnome projects then, because I will not make them. Sorry.
Girl, if you got something with a bunch of gnome projects in it and you don't want it, send it my way. I love gnomes.
I'll have to send it to you.
My entire garden in my front yard is nothing but gnome statues. Andrea says she has several gnome patterns planned that her daughter also loves gnomes.
Yeah, they're so popular. I don't know what's wrong with me.
You know, I don't know what it is, but I mean, all they are essentially are just little old guys wearing hats with long beards, and yet they're so stinking adorable.
I don't know. I just
no!
What happened? Did you sew them wrong and right side together?
Look at the top one and look at the bottom one.
Oh no. At least you notice now.
Yeah, before I got. I'm like, no! Pumpernickel.
So are you gonna flip the row or just that block?
It's just that row that's upside down. Because in order, I might just flip that block. That would probably be easier.
I would probably honestly just kind of like snip or seam rip around just the block and then flip that.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do, because that's gonna be easier. I mean, it is right on the end, and it is the place where it needs to be. It's just upside down.
Yeah.
Granted, which means that row was upside down, but it's okay because there's no set pattern. See, this is why I was trying to lay them all. This is why I was laying them all out up here, and this was the last row that I couldn't fit up there. If anybody's curious, this is just a little razor, like the little derma razors that I'm using to do the. I seen Leanna on Pastry Queen do this, and I was like, I gotta try that because that looks way easier than a seam ripper. Oh my gosh, yes! I just barely hold it, and it takes the seam out completely, and it's amazing. And then I just gotta go back and pick the threads out, which takes me like no time at all.
I would have never thought to try that, but I could see how it would be easier.
Yeah, I mean, if you type into wherever if you're ordering from online, if you just type it in as Derma razor, it pops up. And I bought a big pack, and these are just cheap ones that I bought. 'Cause I'm like, I'm not spending a bunch of money on something I don't know if it's even going to work or if I'm not going to like it. But I love it.
Yeah, I'm thinking it looks like what my daughter uses around her eyebrows.
That's what
And
it's
she gets
actually for, is for cleaning up
yeah,
around your eyebrows, your cleaning up a uni or mustache or wherever you need to get those really fine points, the bikini area.
yeah, I think she gets them like they're like a bunch of them come in a pack. So
Yup.
I have to snag one she hasn't used and try it.
Yeah, I would not advise trying it on one that's already been used on something else.
Yeah.
Definitely don't need any surprises.
Oh, I think I only have like 2 or 3 more rows of stitches to do.
Awesome. Yeah, I was close to being done with mine, but then I had to pull out my trusty little razor. But it wouldn't be a live stream if I didn't have to unpick something, so.
I'm wondering when I'm gonna lose bobbin chicken because this has been a lot of quilting on one bobbin.
Oh, wow.
Now I did put a new one in, but
Still, it's crazy that it's even going this long.
yeah. Because these aren't like the oversized ones like on the Bernina or anything.
Yeah,
What
once
is
I get done with
Liberty
my live
fabric?
stream, then I got to go and start getting ready to go drop off stuff and pick up an order and all that good stuff from that craft store that I sell at. Because I actually had her design me some cup tumblers. One of them was being with my name and logo on it.
Oh, will we get to see it tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am. Razor, you are being impossible to deal with. You sound like someone's killing you. He's doing all this because I won't let him out of the cage right now. I know exactly why he's throwing the tantrum. It's because I won't let him out right this second.
Sounds like a toddler. How toddlers act.
He is. Birds are essentially forever 2 years old. And they can be just as stubborn as one.
I remember before I had my kids, I would see, like how toddlers would go stiff when you're trying to put them in a car seat or something. And I would
Uh-huh.
just be like, it can't be that hard to get them in the car seat if they don't want to be in there. And then I had my kids and I'm like, oh my goodness, yes it is.
Yeah, Teresa, I think Leanna actually has the electric one. I didn't buy the electric one because I wanted to test out with just the manual before I invested. Plus, I'm like, I much rather just have the disposable ones.
Like the electric razors to cut the threads when you're seam ripping.
Yep.
Huh. I feel like I'd cut through fabric and all kinds of stuff.
I actually just very carefully use it and everything to do the threads only. Like I use my fingers to hold the two sides apart. So
Yeah.
I put like one section in between these two fingers and one section between these two fingers, and I hold it to pull it apart, and then I use it just to very lightly shave the threads. And it works super quick and easy, a lot faster than a uh normal jack does. So
Oh, I need to check to make sure, but I think I got all of it quilted where I wanted to.
yay.
Now I basted this quickly this morning before our live because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I was going to hand quilt that Dresden that I've been doing on my lives, and then I switched to thinking I would work on an open gate project, and then this last minute, so I was basting it. So hopefully, because the back is patterned, so hopefully it's relatively straight after I get it trimmed and binding on it. But even if it's slightly, I don't think you would tell too bad. But it looks like I got all the seams that I wanted.
Yay.
Excited. Hopefully I won't be adding too many to my unfinished quilt list.
Yeah. I started this year off at like 7 whips, and now I think I'm at like 50.
I know that's the problem. Like
I'm like, how did I add when I haven't even bought anything?
you just see all these new projects people are doing and you're like, I want to do that. I want to
And
make
I'm like, I
that
have a
one.
lot of mine are the charity quilts right now.
Yeah.
At least it's for a good cause. So yeah, I'm just gonna sew this last 2 lines, and then we will call it quits for the day. But I am attaching the top to the bottom now.
That's awesome.
Maybe.
You got a lot of progress done on that one.
Now I see why I needed that done up differently.
That's what Sean always says, that he started his channel and going live so he can get stuff done.
Now I see why I needed that. I should have tried taken that row out and flipped it. So
What happened?
you see how I got them like alternating?
Oh.
So since I flipped it, just flip that block instead.
Now you have two together.
Yep.
Shouldn't have listened to me. But if you flipped it, wouldn't it be right next to that other one on the other side?
Huh?
If you had flipped it, wouldn't it be next to the one on the other side in the middle then?
I mean, what I could do is I could put it up on the top instead of the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
And that way there, it'll keep me from having to pull them out. Which might be what I do.
Yeah, I wouldn't pull them again. I would figure out how to make it work. But that's my personality.
Yeah, I'm always like, okay, I'm like, what can I do without undoing everything?
Right.
Especially since it's not for a customer paid base, then I can try and have the freedom to change it up. Or not customer paid base,
Yeah.
but a paying customer.
Yeah, it's not commissioned or anything.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Thank you. See. Hi, Mango Life. Think you're new to the chat. Thank you for coming in, hanging out. I don't recall ever seeing that name in here before.
I like
thank
mangoes.
you. Yeah, best part is being a crib quilt, I could actually hang it up on my wall in the front room and to base all my layers.
Oh
I just
yeah.
use painter's tape to do it like what's her name? Karen from Just Get It Done.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I use her method on the smaller quilts. The large ones I had to lay on my bed.
I don't know if I've seen how she based her smaller quilts.
She actually, for majority of her quilts, she actually does them where she hangs like a flannel backing tablecloth up on the wall using painter's tape. And then from there, she painter's tape up all 3 layers and then base them that way.
Huh. I've tried doing them on the wall before, and because there's someone on Instagram that I follow who does them that way, and I couldn't get it to work.
I'm able to for the smaller ones, but also depends upon the texture of the wall. If your wall has a lot of texture, I've noticed it has a hard time.
Okay.
I had
Yeah.
to look around for a wall that did not have the texture on. And I
Yeah, the
found
way
one.
that I have found works best for me is on a table, but I know it seems like everybody has their method that works really well for them.
Yeah, I don't have the space to lay out a big enough table or have a big enough table to lay out. And I don't have a
Yeah.
kitchen table, so
Yeah, I use a folding table because our kitchen table is always covered with stuff. So
yeah, I don't have the for me it's like more the fact that I just don't have the space to lay out a table. Like I have 6-foot tables that I use for my craft shows. I just don't have the space to lay out the 6-foot table to do it.
yeah.
Where I don't, and then plus I also have cats and dogs in the front room, and I don't like them getting all over my quilts.
Yeah, they'll hop up there. Well, the cats, maybe not the dog. I don't know.
But not the dog so much, but she has a tail that throws everything around. And it's official. We have one quilt top completely done.
That's so exciting.
I know. I'm like, see, I can easily do 10 of these. I say that as I have not quilted it yet.
Yeah, all you need is 10 lives then.
Yup. Yeah, because I think it was like last week I was working on making these blocks. And then I got them all trimmed up and everything that weekend. And then I saved them for this weekend to figure out the layout and putting the rows together. And then later on today, I'm gonna get this one here all sandwiched and pinned and quilted. So, and I'm actually going to use the Fallon quilt ruler that has like the 1-inch lines on it that I got from you.
Yeah.
So that way there I can do the straight stitch quilting on it.
Yeah, it's such a way to get it done quick.
Yeah, because I was using just my normal rulers for doing that same method. But I like the idea of using your ruler better because it's got the handle, so I don't have to worry about my fingers getting stuck underneath there.
I know if you're not paying attention, sometimes those where that needle is will sneak up on you.
Yeah, I've had it go through my finger before. I didn't like that.
I've had it get the side of me, but not go through all the way. But oh my goodness, it hurts because that thing's going fast. And yeah, it usually happens to me if I'm doing the same thing over and over and over. And my mind starts wandering or something. I'm listening to audiobook and not paying as close of attention. And
So here is the first one.
so cute.
I love all the pastel colors. It just reminds me of spring and happiness and everything.
Yeah, it feels very calming and happy.
I wish I could have actually had the top 3 rows down on the bottom where they're supposed to be, but it is what it is.
Well, you can leave it up there for the day, and if it bothers you a lot, you can always change it. But I think it looks cute. I think
Yeah,
you'll
I
be
think I'm
fine
gonna
with it.
leave it how it is, so that way
Yeah.
the blues and greens are on top, and then the pinks and yellows and purples are on the bottom. So
It's always hard when you saw it going together one way to wrap your head around it being different, but I think once it's up there for a while, you'll be okay with it. You'll like how it
yeah,
looks.
probably what I'll do is probably just go ahead and hurry up and get it all sandwiched and quilted, so that way I can't change my mind. Like, oh, nope, too bad.
Yep, it has to stay now.
Yep. So on that note, I think we're gonna go ahead and end the live. We've been live for an hour and 32 minutes now,
Okay.
and I
Flew
cannot believe
by.
I got a quilt top completely put together in an hour and 32 minutes.
And I got mine quilted. We made a lot of progress today.
Yes, we got to do this more often. We work good together. So, do you have anything coming up on your channel or anything?
I think the only thing will be is our Wednesday live. So that's the only thing scheduled for sure right now.
Awesome. Well, I will. And then everybody, if you missed the beginning and everything, I do have my birthday bash coming up this Wednesday from 12 p.m. until 2 p.m. And I sent out an invite to various guests, including some additional content creators, as well as everyone that has been on my channel as a guest since I started my channel this past October, as well as a few of my moderators. So come back Wednesday around noon and check to see who all I have on here, because they're going to be able to come and go as they want. And I got some fun stuff going on during my live Wednesday. So talk to you guys
Exciting.
later. Oh, and I'm live on tomorrow too, 10 a.m. Not for sure yet what I'll be doing. You'll have to tune in to see. But everybody have a wonderful day. Bye.
Bye.